what's good, y'all? JD here, and it looks like earlier today that some Zack Snyder news came out actually, because he's been tweeting about different parts of the Snyderverse, things that he shot before. There's always talks and speculation about the behind the scenes and all the things that WB didn't want to include in the final product. Obviously, fans would have loved to have seen Green Lantern in the Snyder cut. We ended up getting Martian Manhunter, but I do understand that that was like it not a last second choice, but it was definitely not the first choice. It was great that they were able to do it, and I know that having him implemented from being in the films earlier on, undercover basically, is probably like what made it awesome. But also, I know that the original ending, or at least end credits, it was a couple different things, but to draw parallels from like the past event of like the battle between like the old gods and basically young Darkseid, Yuxis, I think that's how you say his name, Euxis. Um, there was a Green Lantern in that battle, and in that battle, he ended up getting his arm, his hand cut off, and the ring floated, and Darkseid almost tried to grab it. At least in the Zack Snyder version, and the version that got released publicly, the Josh Whedon cut, I guess if you want to call it that. I don't know. It's a Frankenstein of a film, but you don't really get that kind of closure to it. And they also changed into Steppenwolf being the person you see in the past, which made not as much sense. So I'm glad that the Snyder cut came out and that they were able to kind of clarify everything. But I definitely would have loved to have seen Green Lantern in the original version, and it was supposed to have been there. That was what Zack Snyder shot. So I guess Zack Snyder actually has a little bit of footage or something. So let's check this out real quick.
Well, I suppose it was about time we actually got a fully completed shot of what Green Lantern looked like in Zack Snyder's version of Justice League. So Zack officially delivers the goods, and yep, that's a missed opportunity, WB.
There he
Good
is.
job. Well, thanks to Zack Snyder, we now have this right here. It's our official look at the scene from Justice League. I think if you look at the lighting and everything, you can tell that this is right when he comes face to face with Bruce. And yeah, this sounds like pretty awesome. It is a really well put together shot. It looks good. Green Lantern looks awesome.
Dude, that's an actual suit. Come on, man.
Ahead with this than most people thought, if they even have this completed scene. Could you imagine if WB had ideas for multiple Green Lantern projects and they didn't hold the director back that established it?
That was great seeing Martian Manhunter.
Movie or TV show that
But
was announced 2 years ago could actually be ahead of anything at this point. Now, for people that are wondering where exactly this is coming from, could it be photoshopped? It's not. This was during a screening of Army of the Dead, Zack Snyder's new film for Netflix. He decided to take a moment, talk about, the DCU Justice League, and whip this up on his phone and show it to everybody there, which is honestly pretty awesome, right? We've had the actor reply saying "in brightest day," tagging Zack saying he rocks. So, yeah, I mean, look, it's interesting that the scene has complete visual effects. Like,
what we need to get that.
This was something that
We just need to get that scene.
along than we thought. We thought, well, maybe the actor just stood there and they never finished it because we saw those scenes green screen and everything. But no, this is as evident as hell that this is a complete sequence. But it was cut due to WB just going, no, that's a...
Nah, someone needs to talk to WB. We need to get that scene out.
We're going to take another 6 years to make Green Lantern.
We need to get that scene out.
Bang.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't fit anymore.
So, hey, again, look at the clock. It's WB, missed opportunity o'clock.
Damn right.
Be that every time we talk about them.
This is coming from a comic book cast too. Make sure you guys check them out. And I'm actually gonna hit the subscribe button so y'all see that. But I hope you guys check them out. They usually have some good news about what's going on with the comic book properties and stuff. But man, that is a missed opportunity if I ever saw one. WB literally has like the proper I don't know what to say anymore. It's like they have the proper characters, they got the proper actors, and a great story that they could dive more into. But they keep trying to pull away. They're trying to do some other thing. Um, I heard like recently that I saw that there was the news about them looking for like a black Clark Kent Superman, and there's already a type of black Superman in the comics that's not Clark Kent that could actually do a story about, and they're deciding that they want to do Clark Kent or something. That's not going to be right. If they end up trying to do something like that, just do something original. We don't need another Clark Kent that's not Clark Kent. If there's a Clark Kent that's Superman and he's black, fine. I get that. We don't need to see another character not shine because you don't want to dive into a different type of story. If there's another version of the character that's still called Superman, but with a different name, use him. Let's find out more about him. Let's not like try to confuse everybody with the different multiverse stuff. I love that they're doing multiverse stuff, but they need to be able to do it in such a way that actually makes sense for when you try to make a bigger ensemble of films, or if you want to reuse those characters again in the future. Because everyone wants, and I'm saying everyone, like a good percentage of people want Henry Cavill, myself included, wants Henry Cavill to come back as Superman. He deserves an actual Man of Steel 2 film that's actually about him. Batman vs Superman, the Ultimate Edition, as good as it is, it definitely was more of a Batman film. Batman's the first name in the title, like legit. You see things from his kind of perspective, especially from that opening scene, and even to the final scene. Like things are kind of rounded out in his perspective. You do get Superman, you do get to see what makes him the hero, but not in the way that it could have been. If it was a Man of Steel 2 before that film, I think that's exactly how Zack Snyder wanted to present everything, was to do a second Man of Steel film and then do the Batman vs Superman, because W wanted to kind of fast track that, and then you do your Justice League film. That would have been even better, because not only do you introduce Superman to the world through Man of Steel 1, you get a Man of Steel 2 film, whatever you want to call the title, have it be about building up Superman, and then why the character is so loved, him doing his heroics, a good story, maybe even build out Lex Luthor through that story, why he has a hatred for Superman. That could have been done in that film alone. The Batman backstory could be doing its own solo thing. Even if you didn't do it right then, that's something that I can do like later on, and it would have been great because they had a Deathstroke movie planned out for that. But as far as Henry Cavill's Superman goes, he needed a proper Man of Steel sequel, and he didn't get it yet. So let's get that on track, WB. Like let's start fixing your universe. You're trying to end it abruptly. I mean, yeah, you got other plans. Zack Snyder has a great timeline of things that he wanted to do, and then he's also altered it because of all the changes that you've made. And he has another Justice League movie that he'd love to do, and seeing that be built up based off of all other characters and stuff that we have been introduced to, that would just be amazing. I've seen that Dwayne the Rock Johnson playing, he's playing Black Adam in the upcoming Black Adam film, and he wants the Snyder Cut to, kickstart the Snyderverse basically, and have its own universe kind of be branched off, and have Black Adam have some inclusion in there with Henry Cavill as Superman. I would love that. I think that's an easy $1 billion right there if you're trying to make movie money. It's just so many options and opportunities that you're trying to shut away, and no one really understands why. It's such a hot topic right now. The fact that it keeps coming up and multiple people are opposed to your actions as opposed to like what you're trying to offer, that's not good. You gotta change it up. You gotta step up. You know, be your own hero and fix your universe, basically. Um, Man, let me know what you guys do in the comments. Talk about what you guys think about the Green Lantern. If you would love to have seen him in the Snyder Cut, if you've watched the Snyder Cut. If you have not watched the Snyder Cut, do yourself a favor and go watch it. The movie is 4 hours. It is absolutely worth it. It is beautiful the way everything kind of comes together. Um, you can watch it in parts if you wanted to, and each part, if you look at it in segments, is amazing. You get a great amount of action, get a little bit of story, but everything has its own timing and pacing, and then it just becomes an amazing finale. So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't watched it. And basically, if you didn't watch it, I'm sorry you spoiled yourself. This is basically spoilers. I mean, they're telling you what should have been in there, but it's spoilers and it's not, because sometimes people, even if you don't read the news, people talk about this all the time now, and the fact that this movie should have been out originally, a lot of this information was already dropped, that certain things were already shot and certain things were already incorporated into the film that wasn't published, that when this movie finally came out this year, that everyone was so satisfied with the journey that they've been on trying to get this film out here. So it's incredible, like the polarization that the franchises cause, really. um I know Marvel movies seem to have like a great agenda. Kevin Feige's out there, he's putting out great hits, he has a plan, he's running through the plan. I think if WB would stop trying to fight what they have and embrace it, they would have a plan too. I mean, I can give them a plan if they want to get a plan. I'm easily help them out with that. Just give me a contact, and I'm there. Just tell me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you enjoy my reaction, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content. I definitely want to do a lot more reactions with you guys. And I definitely want to see a lot more of this comic book news. I want to see a lot more comic book movies. I'm trying to do comic book movie reactions right now. Since this is my first time actually getting to do like the whole streaming thing and making this YouTube content. I mean, I'm having fun, and I hope you guys are having fun too. I'm not sure how good I am at it right now, but hopefully I am good enough where you guys can enjoy it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.